पितृभ्येकं युक्तेभ्यो भवयैक्यं भवच्छिदे श्रद्धा मैत्री दया शान्तिः तुष्टिः क्रियोन्नतिः बुद्धिर्मेधा तितिक्षा हृरिर्मूर्तिर्धर्मस्य पत्न्यः श्रद्धा सूता शुभं मैत्री प्रसादम् अभयं दया शान्तिः सुखं मुदं तुष्टिः स्मयं पुष्टिरसूयथा योगं क्रियोन्नतिर्दर्पम् अर्थं बुद्धिरसूयथा मेधा स्मृतिर्तितिक्षास्तु क्षेमं प्रसार्यं सुतं मूर्तिः सर्वगुणोपत्तिर्नरनारायणो ऋषि पितृभ्येकां युक्तेभ्यो भवयैक्यं भवच्छिदे श्रद्धा मैत्री दया तुष्टिः पुष्टिः क्रियोन्नतिः बुद्धिर्मेधा तितिक्षा मूर्तिर्धर्मस्य पत्न्यः श्रद्धा सुता शुभं मैत्री प्रसादम् अभयं दया शान्तिः सुखं मुदं तुष्टिः स्मयं पुष्टिरसूयता योगं क्रियोन्नतिर्दर्पम् अर्थं बुद्धिरसूयता मेधा स्मृतिर्तितिक्षस्तु क्षेमं प्रश्रयं सुतं मूर्तिः सर्वगुणोपत्तिर्नरो नरनारायणो ऋषि one more time पितृभ्येकं युक्तेभ्यो भवयैक्यं भवच्छिदे श्रद्धा मैत्री दया शान्तिस्तुष्टिः पुष्टिः क्रियोन्नतिः बुद्धिर्मेधा तितिक्षा हृरिर्मूर्तिर्धर्मस्य पत्न्यः श्रद्धा सुता शुभं मैत्री प्रसादम् अभयं दया शान्तिः सुखं मुदं तुष्टिः स्मयं पुष्टिरसूयता योगं क्रियोन्नतिर्दर्पम् अर्थं बुद्धिरसूयता मेधास्मृतिर्तितिक्षस्तु क्षेमं प्रश्रयं सुतं मूर्तिः सर्वगुणोपत्तिर्नरनारायण ऋषि synonyms पितृभ्यः to the pitas ekam one daughter yuktebhyah the assembled bhavaya to Lord Shiva ekam one daughter bhavachide who delivers from the material entanglement shraddha maitri daya shanti tushti pushtihi kriya unnati buddhi medha titiksha hrir murtihi names of 13 daughters of Daksha Dharmasya of Dharma, Patnaya, the wives, Shraddha, Asuta gave birth to Shubha, Maitri, Prasada, Abhaya, Dhaya, Shanti, Sukha, Muda, Tushti, Smaya, Pushti, Asuyata gave birth to Yoga, क्रिया उन्नति दर्प अर्थ बुद्धि असूयता begot मेधा स्मृति तितिक्षा to also क्षेम ह्री प्रश्राय सुतं सन मूर्ति Sarvaguna of all respectable qualities, Utpattihi the reservoir, Naranarayana, both Nara and Narayana, Rishi, the two sages. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. It's just translation. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One of the remaining two daughters was given in charity to Pitraloka, where she resides very amicably, and the other one was given to Lord Shiva, who is the deliverer of sinful persons from material entanglement. The names of the 13 daughters of Daksha who were given to Dharma are Shraddha, Maitri, Daya, Shanti, Tushti, Pushti, Kriya, Unnati, Buddhi, Medha, Titiksha, Hri, and Murti. These 13 daughters produced the following sons. Shraddha gave birth to Shubha, Maitri produced Prasada, Daya gave birth to Abhaya, Shanti gave birth to Sukha, Tushti gave birth to Mudha, Pushti gave birth to Smaya, Kriya gave birth to Yoga, Unnati gave birth to Dharpa, Buddhi gave birth to Artha, Meda gave birth to Smriti, Titiksha gave birth to uh, Kshema, and Hri gave birth to Prasraya. Murthy, a reservoir of all respectable qualities, gave birth to Sri Nara Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललितः श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धौ दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we are in this chapter titled Genealogical Table of the Daughters of Manu. So it gives the genealogy or the family tree of Swambhava Manu's uh, daughters. And in the process, it was very granularly detailed, like granularities of details of the family are provided here, right? Um, we say that the scriptures are um, some mental speculations, or maybe someone thought about it and they just wrote something. But when someone thinks like that, like who can give the granularity, and this granularity and the details are matching with all other Puranas and all other scriptures, different places these details are given, so that with such a detailed information, we can confirm, or it gives a solid proof that what we are following in the scriptures is nothing but a truth, is nothing but a history which has happened, and it is nothing but the proof of our existence, or proof of our existence, our forefathers. We didn't come from monkeys, we came from forefathers, and there is a process, and that has been clearly defined here. Right? So just to go back and see where we started, right? We started from Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu and his wife Shatarupa, they had 5 children. Priyavarta, 2 sons, Priyavarta and Uttanapad. We know their stories, and we have heard it multiple times. Now the three daughters are Akuti, Devahuti and Prasuti. Akuti being the elder, Devahuti is middle one, and the Prasuti is the little daughter. So we talked about Mother Devahuti and Kardamamuni story in the third canto, and now proceeding towards the Akuti, we heard about Mother Akuti in the beginning of this chapter. Mother Akuti will be like is married to King Rishi, and they'll have a son called as Agna. So we all know that. So Swami Manu asked, with condition, he gave Akuti to Rishi to in a condition that the son that was born to them will be given back to Swayambhu Manu, right? So because he knows that Supreme Personality of Godhead will appear as Agna, and Agna will be given back. So we know that part. Now the third daughter, which is Prasuti. So this is the story of Prasuti now, where Prasuti was given to um, Daksha Prajapati. So Daksha Prajapati and Prasuti, they have 16 daughters, right? So those are the names that were given: Shraddha, Maitri, Daya, Shanti, Tushti, Pushti, Kriya, Unnati, Buddhi, Meda, Titiksha, Hri, Murthy. they could have just said they had 16 daughters, but the details. So that's the beauty of the scriptures, right? They have the details. They have the and their children also, the names of the children. So that's the greatness of the scriptures. One thing what we have to focus here is they all are the great people. But one thing we have to focus is on the Murthy, the last daughter. Murthy had from all these daughters were given to Dharma. Dharma was a husband. So all these 13 daughters were given to Dharma. Yeah, before we go to Murthy, let's talk about 16 daughters, right? These 16 daughters, one daughter one daughter, Swaha, was given to Agni as a husband. So they have three children, Pavaka, Pavamana, and Suchi. And this Pavaka, Pavamana, and Suchi will have 45 sons. All of them are called as Agni. See, um, 45 sons of grandsons and 3 sons and Agni himself. They all together becomes 49 fire personified personalities. So just the details we'll get later, just to cover the context here. And the second daughter, Swadha, was given to Pitraloka. That's what Srila Prabhupada, Maitreya Muni is mentioning here. Pitribhya ekam yuktebhyo. So one daughter, her name was Swadha, was given to Pithas. So Pitraloka, she was given to Pitraloka, and they have children, beautiful children. We'll not talk about that. But the last one more daughter was given to Shiva. See, the second yeah, Bhavayekyam Bhavaichide, the one who destroys the material entanglements, who is called as material entanglements, are the one who delivers us from this material world, who is Lord Shiva, was given one daughter was given to him, right, out of 16. So one was given to Agni, one was given to Lord Shiva, and the other one was given to Pitruloka, the Pitas, right? The three are gone. The remaining 13 daughters of Daksha Prajapati were given to Dharma. Okay, and these out of these all the 13 daughters, everyone had one son, right? Um, but the Murthy, the last daughter, she had Sri Nara Narayana Rishis, are the couples are the twins as their as her sons, right? So who is Nara Narayana? So, Naranarayana is the supreme personality of Godhead, appeared in the twin form, right? So, his Nara, both Nara and Narayana. Nara means the human being, the form of a soul. Narayana means the supreme soul. So, it's a combination of energetic. Srila Prabhupada explains that it's energy and the energetic. The energy being the human or the living entity, and the energetic being the one who provided that energy, that is the supreme personality of Godhead. So, what is the greatness of Nara Narayana? So, Nara Narayana, they appeared on this earth, or there's no difference between there's the partial incarnation of the supreme personality of Godhead. That's what Srila Prabhupada explains. This partial incarnation is so powerful, and he appeared for the benefit of the living entities on this material world. So what do? They do austerities and um, perform austerities for the benefit of the living entities in this material world. Now, there is a story behind it. We also know, under Maitreya Muni also tells in this chapter, later in this chapter, that this Nara Narayana is like the Krishna Arjuna represents Nara Narayana. So Krishna, there is no difference between like this Nara Narayana, this combination, these twins, they appear as Krishna and Arjuna. So Nara being Arjuna, Narayana being Krishna. So, what is the combination? Why they appeared? There is some story in the Puranas. I'll briefly tell you about that. There is a demon called Sahasra Bahu, I think. Okay.
Asur.
Sahasra?
Sahasra Kavacha.
Kavacha, yes.
You are getting 1000 Kavacha. Sahasra.
Sahasra Kavacha, so you all know this story maybe. So this Sahasra Kavacha had 1000 armors, right? And he pacified Lord Sun God, and he got this 1,000 kavachas, and he got many conditions like, if he has, if someone has to kill him, then that personality has to have an austerities performed for 1,000 years, and then he can only kill one armor. Means if after like 1,000 years of austerities, they have to they can kill only one armor. Then he has to that like basically to take out a sahasra armors, like 1,000 armors of this of his body, they have to perform 1,000 times 1,000, that is at 1 million years of austerities they have to perform, and they have to fight with him. So that's why there is a small story like that. So basically, yeah, Naranarayana Rishi, they take turns and they start fighting with Sahasra Kavacha, and they start killing him. Like armor by armor, it was take the layer by layer they're taking out, but one armor was left. Then the yuga changes. So because the yuga changes, Sahasra Kavacha left with one Kavacha will take birth as Karna in the next life, which will appear in Mahabharata, right? That's where this Naranarayana, who like rishis who took turns to remove the 999 kavachas of Sahasra Kavacha, they come back as Krishna and Arjuna to kill Karna. That is some snippet. That is some story we have. Again, you understand, right? That's the kavacha which he gets back from Surya, Karna, in the Mahabharata. So that's how there are multiple stories and there are multiple representations, and we also see Maitreya Muni saying the same thing, that Arjuna and Krishna will appear as Naranarayana will appear as Arjuna and Krishna also in the later verses um, of this chapter. So that is Naranarayana. So that they many places it explains in different Puranas. It also explains that Naranarayana Rishi, they always perform austerities for the benefit of of the living beings in this world, right? So in the similar terms, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Naranarayana, is the partial incarnation of the Lord. Why he has to come down? What is the purpose, right? I mean, um, see, even the Supreme Personality of Godhead wants us to go back. Once this are he feels that these living entities in this material world has to go back to their original proposition, their original um, being, that like to their own world. This is temporary. We all know that this material world is temporary, and he comes in different forms to deliver us. In the similar terms, if we see, we have Advaita Acharya. He appeared in this world. He's Mahavishnu. There is no difference between Mahavishnu himself. He is Mahavishnu, and he appeared in this world um, 550 years back. No, 600 years back. He appeared in this world, and he what did he do? He sat on the banks of Ganga, and he invited Lord to come to this material world to deliver the people. He was offering the sacred Ganga water and Tulsi to um, to his Shaligram Shilas, and he was roaring. It explains he was roaring. The roar of the request of Advaita Acharya was piercing the bubbles or the shell of this material world, right? This bubble of this universes, and it was reaching to the Golokdam, inviting the Lord to come and deliver this material living beings, the living beings in this world, because he was seeing the bhakti or the devotion in the living entities have been diminished, was diminishing at that point of time, because everyone was following the Vedas and Vedic scriptures, and they were not even following the scriptural injunctions. They were just following whatever they want to follow to just benefit temporarily um, in this material world, like temporary desires to fulfill the temporary desires, and um, to get everything materially possible, and they don't have they had least interest on the going back to Godhead, or relieving completely from this uh, bondage of life and death. So that's where Advaita Acharya felt that unless there is the appearance of the Lord, the merciful Lord, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is, or unless there is a appearance of the Lord, there is no hope in this material world left. And it is the time he decided, this is the time that Lord has to appear. It's yeah um, yeah, it's almost 5,000 years after the start of Kali Yuga. So he mentioned, like, he felt the need of the presence of the Lord to deliver these material living entities, and he invited. So that is the greatness. That is the greatness of the Supreme Personality of God. He comes down and he tries to engage everyone, or he tries to get the resources, all the possible resources. He's not going to force the living entities to go back, but he'll engage and guide and provide knowledge to the living entities to take the path of devotion, bhakti. So that is Sri Advaita Acharya, and we are celebrating Sri Advaita Acharya's appearance day today. And so as we are celebrating his appearance, let's go and understand a little bit about him, like a little history when he appeared and all these things. So he was born in 1434, according to the Gregorian calendar. So he was born in the year of 1434 in Nabagram, Bengal. Nabagram is the name of the village he was born, and his parents were Sri Kubera Pandita and Srimati Nabhadevi. Um, and even though they were born in, he was born in Nabagram, later they all moved to Shantipur. That's where in Shantipur he performed on the banks of Ganga. He performed this ritual, or he performed, or he invited the Lord to appear. That's where he strongly felt the presence of, strongly felt the need of the presence of the Lord in this material world, and that's where he prayed to the Lord. And he was initiated by Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri is his guru, and so he is Samakalin, or he is in the same time range of basically Madhavendra Puri also initiated Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri is a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got initiation from Ishvara Puri. So they're um, in the bhakti level, even though there is no greater than Supreme Personality of Godhead, but because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got initiation from the Ishvara Puri, who is a god brother of Advaita Acharya, so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had that respect, right, as a um, god uncle. So that's where he was um, always Chaitanya Advaita Acharya was there, and Sita, his wife Advaita and and his wife were um, always there during the presence of while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He was there while he was watching the progress of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from distance. So and also Advaita Acharya was considered to be um, the most senior devotee in that congregation always, and Advaita Acharya was always providing the guidance to this congregation in the Gaura Mandala. Um, and Advaita Acharya disappeared in 1559. It's about he was in this material world for 125 years. Um, so that is there are many stories. The main important role Advaita Acharya played. There are many things he was in, but as we discussed, the main important role he was like without he Advaita Acharya was also called as Gaura Ana Prabhu. So his another name is Gaura Ana. He's the reason for the appearance of Gaura. He's the reason, or he's the um, he's the one who requested Supreme Personality of Godhead to come in, and because Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, so he is also called as Gaura Ana Prabhu. So that is one thing. So he plays such a big role um, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy or Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. He plays a big role in bringing in Gauranga Mahaprabhu to this material world, right? So that is Advaita Acharya. Yep. So if we come back to this verse, 16 daughters were born to Daksha Prajapati and Prasuti, and out of the 16 daughters, one was given to Pitas, Pitraloka. The other one, the second one was given to Lord Shiva. Third one was given to Agni, and the fourth one was given. And the remaining 13 daughters were given to Dharma. And there is a list of all the names of the 13 daughters and the names of the sons that were born to the 13 daughters. The important, everyone was important, but the main noticing one was Naranarayana. So Naranarayana is such a great personality. He lives in the Badrikashrama, in current day Badrinath. And because this Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken in that land of Badrinath, we always pray, right? Every time before we chant the Srimad Bhagavatam, before we recite Srimad Bhagavatam, or before the discourse of Srimad Bhagavatam, we chant this mantra. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udhirayet. So if you want to be successful in the reading or the recitation of the Srimad Bhagavatam, we should pay obeisances to these four personalities. What are those four personalities? Narayanam, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Naram cha eva narottamam. Naram, see, this is Nara Narayana. So we have to pay obeisances to Nara Narayana. Devi Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, and to Vasudev, because he is the original narrator of this Srimad Bhagavatam. So that is the importance of Naranarayana, and we'll study about Sri Naranarayana Rishi in the coming verses also, and some details are given in 5th canto, 19th chapter. We can go in details there also. Okay, so with this, I want to stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you very much, Harikishore. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. A very special day. Appearance of Advaita Acharya. We'll be having a program in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. You all are invited. Please immerse yourself the entire day, if possible, in knowing more about the appearance of Advaita Acharya and Advaita Acharya as a combined form of Mahavishnu and Sadashiv plays a very important role in the advent of Mahaprabhu. It's fasting till noon and then feasting. We like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Shri Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Prahlade Jaya Padma Mukhi Padma Bhringam, Ugravinam
Praveram
Mahavishnu,
Mahavishnu Jalantam
Narsingham
Sarvatomukam
Vishnam Badram,
Narsingham
Nitya
Vishnam
Mrityu
Bhadram
Namamyam.
Nityamrityu Namamyam.
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki
Ki
Jai,
Jai,
Prabhupada Maharaj
Ki
ki
Jai.
Jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samad Vaishnavas,
Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripasindhave Patitanam
Patitanam Pavane
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Vaishnavinda ki Jai,
Ki Jai,
Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Ki
Jai,
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada
Ki
ki Jai,
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Hari 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 Hari. Thank you everybody. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.